welcome to everybody. Oh, I think that this is the best time to have a nap. So I think, how can I do to maintain the attention awake? And in my mind comes an idea. I can do my presentation in Italian. But then my left brain say, no, this is the best way to have a very deep sleep in the people. So I will do my presentation in English. But if I lose some word in English, I move my hand, because you know the Italian like to move my hand, and I try to simulate the word that I want to say. So, as Fred said, my first PD was many years ago, and I was very happy to join that event, because I start to know a lot of beautiful people and to learn from them. My idea was to bring back to Italy all of the knowledge, all of the opportunity that I found here. So from the very beginning, after my gateway, I really understand that that's the way that we can do something good during our life. And I decided to, after my gateway and after another program, I decided to become an outreach trainer. That was not so easy, because in Italy no one knows about the Institute. And that was a very big task, because I have to translate all the stuff, all the program, all the language, and start from the very beginning with people that doesn't really know about the Institute, because in the USA the Institute is well known, but in Europe not too much. And in Italy no one knows the Institute. But at the same time, that was really challenging for me. So I decided to take this opportunity and start to do things. I decided because my experience in the gateway was very great experience. I really found, after a lot of other experience that I have done, a way to be in a very high state, but at the same time bring back to reality something that can help people and myself to have a better life. So this was the meaning that I want to follow when I bring back to Italy. And at the same time, it's very exciting to have this kind of experience. So why don't do something good using this kind of technology? So after the 2009, I became an outreach trainer, and I started the activity in 2010. At the very beginning, previously I was an IT manager, then I was a manager for a training center of doctors, nurses, and I really understand the importance to work in the healthcare system. But at the same time, because I was a manager, I planned from the very beginning that I had to move all around the country to promote the activity, not only to remain in my city. And for this reason, I started to create a pre-presentation all around the country to attract the interest of the people. And then coming back to have some seminar in that city, in that country. Things runs well, even if at the very beginning it was not so easy, because I have to break a wall about the difficult to the people to accept the concept of going out of body, have experience in a different state of consciousness, and in the same time recognize that there is a very huge story that the Institute is bringing back to this kind of experience. It's not like to go into India, but is very it's very appropriate, this kind of technology to our mindset, the Occidental mindset. So in 2014, I decided to create a non-profit organization because it's the best way to promote the activity, not as a single person, but as a reality that is able to get in touch with university, with the hospital, with other reality that can use the technology. And from the very beginning, my intention was not only to do the program, but also to spread out the application of the technology in different fields, so education, healthcare, and so on. Obviously, the mission was the same as the TMI mission, but I was open from the very beginning to look around me and to see what is the need that people express in this time. So I started to run the program. I started to run the first program was the discussion workshop, then the residential one, the gateway, and so on. And the activity of dissemination runs all over the country. Going back here because, yes, my idea from the very beginning was to consider to which kind of people I have to promote this activity, and also start to push to have some application project in the country for education, for healthcare, but start to define an organization, because I don't want to remain the only one in Italy. My idea from the very beginning was to enlarge the number of people that can do what I do, and also can join the opportunity that the technology gives to the people. Now there are more than 1,000 people that have joined the program in Italy. 400,000 people that are in the mailing list, and there are many different programs that run in Italy, and there are another facilitator that is working with me, and 3 more that is coming in the next April. So the idea to enlarge the number of people that are able to follow what the Institute create here is running well. The idea of the non-profit organization gave me many opportunities, because according to the law, a non-profit organization have less rules, pay less tax, and give me the opportunity to work with other organization in a very professional way. So that was a starting point to create association, member that can join the association, and also to enlarge the number of people that can get in touch with the activity of the Institute. I started some collaboration with the University of Padova on application in attention deficit disorder, the metamusic, to support students to migliorare, so to increase their activity as a student, and also I decided to create some periodic meeting with the other trainer to share the strategy, share the activity that we can have during in the country. The idea is to have a relationship very different as usually we have in a business field. So only win-win relationship should be used to create the diffusion of the activity, in my mind. Obviously, there is a website that expresses the same content of the American website, but also is related to the culture of the Italian people, so have more content related to what is happening in Italy and what is interesting for them. But when I decide to do this and I see that things can growing up very fast, I really understand that the strategy is very important. And, and for this reason, I move in different direction. So one of the first things that I have done is to push the publishing, the publication of the Monroe book, and then to be present to the in some show, in some radio programs, and have this kind of activity. So conference, mini workshop, free to all the people, weekend programs, residential program. And something that starting this year, so offer to the people path of exploration according to the program that the Institute offered to the people. I will go more in deep later. So this year we plan to have 55 events, and this is a big amount of events because we are 2 active trainer and 2 are arriving in the next April. So we are full of work, and this is very good because the interest in Italy is increasing, and people join the program and have benefit from that. So there are 9 residential programs, 25 weekend programs, 6 evening workshop, and 15 free presentation. This is the program that are active in Italy. This is the residential one. This is the weekend workshop. But there are some new program that is running from the late 2017, and that I want to go more in depth with you to present what is the content of this kind of program. Because we are in a phase where we want to increase the number of programs, and as we hear from Scooter, there are some new programs that are running here. This is an exciting time to think of what is the needs of the people, because the needs in this year is very different from the very beginning of the Institute. In fact, people are more oriented to their wellness. People are less interested to have goods, material goods, but they are looking for quality time, quality relationship. And they want to invest their time in something that help us, that help them to growing a little bit, to discover their spiritual parts. So they are looking for something new. And there is a lot of offer that we have in Italy, probably as here in the USA, but not all have the same quality. We know exactly that here there is a long story of exploration of consciousness. There is a safe technology that we can have. And this is a value that we can use to promote this program instead of other programs. Because there is a lot of people that they find a new program because one morning they think that they are awake, they are illuminate, and they start to promote programming, meditation, and so on. But it's not so easy. It's not. When you work with the people, you have to know a lot of things. So the path to become a trainer is a very long path, and change yourself. And when you learn this kind of experience, when you have this inside you, you really understand that is very a dedicated process that you can offer to the people. And for this reason, you have to be very careful to offer something new. At the same time, people don't know exactly where to find something to help their growing, because they know that they want something different, but they don't know where to find it, and they are looking for someone that take care of them. And this is something that we have to consider in a very that we have to consider. Because I remember when I joined the Gateway was for me like an ending point of a very long path of experience. So I have tools, I have knowledge, I have experience that helped me to use the Gateway as really an open to a new way of being in my life. But not all the people had the same path. So there are people that for the first time join a program like this one with no knowledge, with no experience, and they are really exciting about what the program offered to them. But when they come back home, it's not so easy to apply all of this. And they need something that taking care of them. But let's see what is new in Italy. This is a program, the name is Birthline, and the name is very interesting. I really like this name. It's a weekend program to explore the dimension prior to your birth and rediscover your life project in this incarnation. How I was born? You see this young guy once upon a time took the Gateway with me and Darky. And during the Gateway, he started to channeling a lot of information. He's a professional osteopath. Okay. And during the Gateway, he started receiving a lot of information, theory, principle about the pregnancy, about what happened before your incarnation. He wrote a book about this information that he received. I'm not able to explain now the detail, but he learned what happened when you decide to come into the life, into the life. And he decided to create, he had this idea to create a workshop to help people to live this kind of experience. So we talked together and we decided to use some Hemi-Sync experience. According to his knowledge, he's a master in family constellation and also in psychogenealogy. We work on the energy level, but at the same time we work on a physical level. So using this technology, using SAM, using Hemi-Sync, and using grouping exercises related to psychogenealogy, we are able to live again what happened during our incarnation, because we choose our parents. So there is a sharing, there is a commitment with our parents before we enter into the life, and we find a name that is our name, and we try to push in our mother or in our father, because they say, oh, how can we call this guy? We can call Aristotle, Stefano, and so on. And the name is like a key. It's like a key that defines your direction in the life. So during this kind of this workshop, we work to find the content related to our name. And what is the agreement that we have defined with our parents? And this explains why not all the people have very good parents. Someone can have parents that are very bad, but that was useful for their process of realizing the project of their life. So we passed all through this aspect, and we are able to reconnect to what is our purpose in this life. And using the consciousness that we can have with Hemi-Sync, we are able to ground the project again and come back home with a clear idea of why I'm here and what I have to do now. So it's a very interesting program. Yes, here is an example. We are grouping exercise, so it's not so static as with Hemi-Sync. That is wonderful, but you don't move too much. And when you interact with the people, you share energy, you share emotion, you share knowledge in a different way. So mixing this approach is very powerful. Yes, here you can see something. So we go through the preconception period, and then the choice of almost life project, and we pass through all the steps to arrive to reconnect with our purpose in the life. Another program that run in Italy is the Going Home. That is not really new because all of you know very well the program. In my mind, this is one of the best programs that we can have to help people to prepare themselves to the transition. And when I know about this program, I decide that I want to do something in Italy to offer this program to older people. Because especially in Italy, we have the Pope, we have a very strong religion system. They are convinced about their religion system, about death, about hell, paradise, and so on. And most of them are very afraid, very scary about what happened in afterlife.
They haven't behaved well.
Yeah. So giving them this kind of program is really give them tools that help people to prepare themselves to the transition. And this program is now starting to run in a very interesting project that I will present later. The program is running now because from last year we have the opportunity to have the blank track from Monroe product. And so when I hear about this opportunity, I start to deal with Hemi-Sync, and I sign an agreement, and I record the Italian voice for the exercise. So we run the program in Italy. The first one, this is the group of the first one edition. We are a bunch of people. The experience was great, and there are other programs that are scheduled for this year, so this is very interesting. Not only for who is close to their transition, but also to the people that want to understand what is there. Finally, this is another program new that it had supposed to be that it was present by Luca Biotti. Luca is a friend of mine. He's a new outreach that complete his process of certification in April, but he had a car accident last week. He was running to go for a presentation, and probably he was running too fast. And he had a crash accident. He broke one rib, so he was not able to join us. But I want to present because this is another interesting story. This is Luca, and even I meet him in a gateway. Luca is an engineer, so here's his left brain working very well. But as me, has the passion of neuroprogramming languages, and also he's a certified trainer by Richard Bandler here of NLP, and he's also certified trainer of Lab Profile. I don't know if you know what is it, but it's related to how to understand the behavior about emotion that you have related to your emotion. So they use this kind of technology in the army to know if a people is say the truth or not, because his face movement and other things. So he's very smart in this kind of technology. And also he loves Hemi-Sync because he joined the Gateway, then he did the Lifeline, Exploration 27, now he's running to become an outreach trainer. So he's very involved in this passion with Monroe Institute. And we start talking during the Gateway about how it's strange that during life we lose our talents. We don't use too much our talents. When we were young, we have a lot of creativity, a lot of ideas, a lot of dreams that we want to achieve during the life. Then life coming in, and what happened? That people find a job, forget their talents, and say, okay, all the people do this, so I can do. But only few people use their talents to have something that they consider good because their belief system. So, sì, grazie. So they became very famous professional, or they have money or company and so on, and they use their talent to have what the society push to have. Only many people, only a few number of people decide to use their talents and go in a different direction and follow a different path to discover themselves and to use their talents. So the idea of life excellence is to rediscover your talents, because all of us can have a life excellence at 360 degrees. And doing this kind of program is a very starting point to discover that you are more than your physical body. You have a lot of talents, and you can apply in your daily life. So your creativity, your whatever you want. But you need to have tools. You need to have something that helps you to rediscover your talents and apply in the daily life. So for me, neuroprogramming languages was one fundamental tool that I use after my Gateway, because the Gateway was a starting point to know how much more I am, what is my purpose in the life, how big are the opportunity that I can have, but how to apply. So NLP work in this area. Okay, thank you. Yes, so the program is a mix of methods from NLP, from lab profile, and obviously from Hemi-Sync exercise. So from this idea, we decided to create this program to help people to rediscover their talents, and at the same time to going back from the workshop with a clear plan of what they want to do, what they have to do to realize their talents. It's like to have a business plan, but for your life. Yes, so more or less this is the concept that I express. So the program is very well structured and mix the principle of NLP, that we have all the resources that we need to achieve every goal that we want to achieve. And if we start the way as we think, we start to learn how to apply our talents in the life. And we use this mix of technology in a, let's see, okay. in a process where we start to remember who we are, and we use Hemi-Sync to access to a very deep state of consciousness where we can reconnect to ourselves. Then look at the present. What are the beliefs that help me, and what are the beliefs that don't help me? And what are the mental programs that limit my potential? So from this very practical work, because we write, we have some paper at the end, so I know it's not a thinking, it's a work that we do with the other guys in the program. And we go to rediscover our talents and how to access to our talents and activating them according our will. So we can shape the future. There is a concept in neuroprogramming language that is the timeline. So we can project ourselves in the future and see the goal that is achieved. And from that point, looking back and see what we have done to achieve these goals. And using Hemi-Sync and using NLP, we are able to do a very good job and to come back with a clear idea that we are able to reach, we are able to use our talent, we are in condition to change our life. Okay. This is the first edition that we have done, so it's very interesting. It's a pilot edition. Okay. Because I like to do many things in different directions, I say, why don't apply Hemi-Sync with yoga? Every time I come here, I join yoga. And that is very powerful because it helps me to relax my body, to go more easily in the deep state of consciousness using the technology, but at the same time in something that moves my body that can really appreciate. So during my workshop, I meet another guy that is a trainer of yoga from 30 years ago. And he was very exciting about Hemi-Sync and the application of Hemi-Sync. So we decided to create this session. So we do 2-hour workshop weekly, and the first hour is dedicated to yoga. And then we go into an experience with Hemi-Sync. And it is amazing how the people are able to reach the wellness that they receive. Because the preparation with the yoga is perfect to join later the TMI-Sync experience. So even if the people don't know the techniques, don't know the program, because it's a very short session, they really enjoy it. And that is another starting point to have people that join the program, the residential program. So we do also this. And then, because I like to get in contact with people that have met here, with Brian, we decided to bring back in Italy the energy medicine program. And so we plan to have this program in Italy, and because Italy is a nice place to go and to stay, we decided to do the program in Rome, very close to the Colosseum. So we will have fun. We will have the program, but also we will have fun because we are in a beautiful place, in a beautiful season, and if someone wants to join us, we are happy to welcome you. I don't speak too much about this program because you probably know about them, and Brian will join us during these days. Okay. As I said before, in my understanding, people need to be supported in their process of awakening. And join a program is nice, is beautiful. But what happens when you come back home? You think of the next program that you can do. but in the meantime, and which program? We have a lot of programs. Can I follow a path? Can I have a strategy to move all around the program? This is what I want to do in Italy. So I had this idea to offer path of growing to the people using the program that we have, but including between one program and one other resources online or like coaching. They can call me, they can call the other trainer, they can have evening session that we can organize during every month, every week. So mixing all the opportunity, all the possibility to create a path. And this is very important because people always ask me at the end of the program, okay, it's wonderful what I experience here, but how can I do when I come back home? Yes, I give some suggestions, do the exercise every week, whatever, but it's not enough. It's not enough. People lose themselves because they come back to reality and they forget this beautiful experience. They are not able to get in touch with the other because the distance and so on, the work. If we create a path, they know that they have a next appointment scheduled. And they know that the same guy that joined the program with him will be present the next time, or other guy, but they can find the same people. So this is a good way to get in connection with the other. And it's also a strategy, marketing strategy, because I can offer 3 different programs instead one with a better price, obviously, but with the guarantee that that guy will follow a path. I can support him and he will have more than to join the single program. So these are 3 different examples of paths that I offer. For instance, this, let's see this one. The life cycle. So there is the going home, there is the gateway voyage, there is the lifeline. It's all related to the topics. What is that? What happened when I stop living here? And you can follow this kind of program, a path of exploration, and it's very easy to add to this program books, meeting, discussion, resources, and so on. And there are other programs, so if you are very interested to, I don't know, the new frontiers of science, you can join the lucid dreaming, you can join the Exploration 27, life excellence, how to apply in your daily life. So according to your needs, you can find your path. Okay, more than the program, there are some projects that is running in Italy. One is starting 2 years ago, and is the Mind-Sync program. It was a pilot study with the University of Padova to use Hemi-Sync to increase attention, concentration, learning in children that have attention deficit disorder, but not only them. It's running very well. We obtain a very good results. I present this project in the last PDA. And now the project is still running. We have some new progress. So we have a request from the Padova University to enlarge the study and involve students that doesn't have a specific problem, but because the study demonstrated as a result the increasing of self-estimate, self-esteem, the, 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 better relationship with the other students, with the parents, with the teachers. So they suggest to to enlarge the group of people and to offer to other students this. According this project, we offer specific program for students where we add some memory techniques, some principle of NLP to use the change of the state, the communication, and to give them more tools. And there are also programs for parents to establish a better communication with their children and teachers. And also there is some package, because we use specific Hemi-Sync CD. We offer package, and also this is a way to enlarge the number of people that use the technology. This is another project that is related to the increasing of the wellness in older people. And this project started in 2017. The name is Ageless. And the idea is to offer the technology inside the healthcare system, but especially devoted to older people, because we know that we have studied that demonstrate that the use of the technology can slow down. So I presented this project. I can say very better in Italian. I'm sorry, but okay. So I present this project in a eccolo qua, in a center with more than 270 patients. And they have a lot of care operators that work with that patients. They have 160. And they are interested to apply the technology. So the project is structured to have different levels. We have meta music session for a group of people, and we were able to create a specific room, the meta music room, where they can go during the morning for their activity, and they listen Hemi-Sync to increase the concentration and the coordination and more. But there are also individual sessions with people that have different situations to support them in their well-being. So the project is running well. We define different steps that we want to follow, and also different type of use of the technology, and the awakening during the morning, in the relaxed time before sleeping. And we use different meta music and different music, not only meta music, to work to support people in this different state. We have we define a protocol, and this is the room of the meta music room. And we obtained very good results. So people that was not able to stay with a group or the other, or have very discomfort condition, obtain relaxation, obtain very good results. So we have some pictures to see. It's a very interesting case. Okay, so we have different very good results. They asked me to enlarge the number of patients that are involved in the project. They want to create another group of operator, because I train them to apply the technology. I go there to train the operators and to explain how to apply, how to use the technology, how to use according to their practice. And they are really happy about this project, because especially because the stress of the operator is reducing. They find that the use of Hemi-Sync, not only for the patients but for themselves, is very useful to reduce the stress and to increase the good work between them. So they decide to increase the number of the people involved in the project. We define a new research protocol because the medical director became convinced about the effectiveness of the technology. So he jumped into the project and he decided to define specific protocol from his point of view, not only from a psychological point of view, to study what is the results and to publish. So I'm very happy. And here I want to use the going home for the people that are able to follow this kind of experience, because this is the best place to apply the going home technology. And my willing is to increase the, I have a lot of some not much, a lot of Hemi-Sync music that I use, and some same track that Bob gently gave to me. But my willing is to increase the use of some, so if I can have something more specific, I was able to give results about the effectiveness of the sounds. About the diffusion, all the books of Monroe was translated into Italian. That was a very good thing because we was able to go to present the book and the work of Monroe in the library, in the public, the bookshop, sorry. In the bookshop, and that increased the interest of the people of this kind of experience. And every day I have 5-10 people that call me about, I had this kind of experience. I never heard about Monroe, so what's going on here in Italy about the Institute? And this is very good. We have also the first book of Bruce Moyen translated into Italian that is related to his experience in Lifeline. And also this is an area of interest very, very large in the people in Italy. So I'm happy to have this book too. I had an invitation to a TV show, so I was happy to join that show, and I speak about the Institute. I speak about the professional division. I speak about the use of meta music, because they are very interested about meta music. What is this kind of music? How we can use it? It's good for people, for what? So I take the opportunity to go there and to present the Institute, the program, the application in a very, safe way, without speaking about our body and so on. But then people call me to say, oh, you are the one that are able to promote the program for the outer body. You can do it. So that was another interesting things that happened. And finally, I want to introduce to you this guy. The name is Mattia Caffieri. He's a very young guy. When I met him, he was 17. He called me because he was very scared because he had some out-of-body experience. She had some out-of-body experience, and he don't understand what happened in him. And he was so young. So he read something about the Institute, and he was very interested to join the program. So I told him about the Institute, the program, so on. But then I say to him that I want to talk with his parents because he's younger. So I explained to them what is the purpose of the program, what is the Institute, how we work, and so on. And they decide to send their child to the program. He really enjoyed the program because he started learning how to control what is this experience, how to use for himself. And this happened 5 years ago. last year he called me and say, "Oh, I'm finished my graduation to become a filmmaker, and I have a project. I want to create a movie that talk about OBA experience. Can you support me because I'm so young? I have no money." And during the time I was organizing an annual congress in Italy for all the people that joined the program. So I say to him, "Yes, I cannot do too much, but I can do something. But more than this, if you come to the Congress, I can present you, and you can present your project and ask for some donation, free donation." So this happened, and he collected some money, not too much, but enough to complete the project. So he realized this a movie that is about a story of a young guy that is very stressed by his job. He don't find a way to be happy, and a friend of him talked about a strange experience. He found a CD, and he used that CD, and he have an auto body and so on. And the story is about how to use this kind of experience to fight your fear and to grow up. So I want to show you a very short clip of this movie because there is something interesting. Thank you. Look at here. Okay. Yeah. He win a prize. He win a prize in his competition. And this movie is running in a specific circuit in Italy for a young filmmaker, but it's very good.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for your patience with my English.